All right, welcome back to the show. We are going to have a fun segment here, the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise segment. Kicking off with our good friend Scott Boaman. This guy is just crushing the real estate and mortgage industry, and he's in phenomenal shape. Good to have you on the show, man. The
always
Superman.
Fun. Always Captain Mortgage, but always fun to be here.
Oh, Captain Mortgage. That's
okay.
right. It's Captain Mortgage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's always good to be here.
Got a great video of the Captain Mortgage. Our guest.
Yes, Adriana. I invited Adriana on, who owns a Pilates studio down in La Jolla, and I thought it would be great because she puts together an entire package. And just like in the mortgage industry, it's not just about a rate or about this or that. It's about having an entire package that you can help provide for your customer and your service. And I've watched Adriana. I don't do Pilates myself, but my wife does. And she does a great job in knowing how much to push, when to push, where to push, and just educate and inform her clientele. So I thought it'd be great to bring her on.
That's a nice correlation with what you do. It's different, it's fun, it's metaphorical.
Yeah.
Well, I like her, she's an entrepreneur. Yeah. So she took the risk, 2 years ago, to open up your own shop.
Yes.
It's risky.
It's risky, but I love it. I love my job. I love having my own business and run it, and it's all a challenge and a learning experience.
What were you doing before 2 years ago?
Before 2 years ago, I worked for a Pilates studio in San Diego, actually, that I seen grow like really, really good in the last 6 years. I've been working with them for over 6 years. And before that, I just worked in an office, like 8 to 5.
Yeah, so you wanted to get out there and do
fitness and help people. Yes.
How many classes you do a day?
Between my private sessions and group classes, 7 to 10.
7 to 10.
Yes.
So she went from the corporate world to the self-employed world, which probably has got to make your job to help people like that finance more difficult, the self-employed borrower, right?
True, it is, yeah. But we also have the variety of the programs, the bank statement programs, and some flexibility with that.
One of the things you mentioned at the beginning is that people, and we talk a lot about real estate on the show, people tend to focus on the interest rate. It's a big topic in the media. Janet Yellen talks about short-term rates. When people are buying or selling, they're talking about their mortgage rate, which is different than the short-term rate. And you think it's not that important?
Well, it's of some importance.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not important at all, but I think I always come back to life issues. You know, where are you at in your life? Where are you looking at to transition? Do you need to make a transition? Is it time to sell your property and move into a different one? So I really always come back to life issues, not being ignorant to the financial aspect of it, but blending the two together to make a wise decision and not just a rate decision.
What are the biggest mistakes people make?
Going back into debt too much. That's one of them, just for living for the things. And
so as it pertains to a mortgage, do you mean like pulling equity out of the home?
To do shopping maybe that they really shouldn't be shopping for, right? So they want a nicer car, so we're going to pull equity out and maybe go do this.
Everybody's heard the expression before that leading up to 2008, treating your home like an ATM.
Right.
I think the market's tightened a little bit. We're not able to do that as much. So what are you even allowed to take out? I mean, are there limitations on that?
There are.
Or are you finding it being abused a little bit and we should be a little nervous?
No, not so much. I haven't seen that. And most of my business is actually purchase focused, but there are still people pulling refinance money out. But there's limitations on how much cash you can pull out. So I don't think it's nearly like it was at all.
Well, no matter how much money you have or pull out of your house, you gotta feel good. And this is what Adriana helps people do. So give us some advice on staying healthy in Pilates.
Honestly, Pilates is like an amazing method of exercise that enhances any kind of activity you do. So if you sail, you row, if you play soccer, if you're a dancer, like for any kind of activity, it will help you just to be better and perform better.
Men and women?
Men and women, of course. I used to train football players.
Yeah, really. So I don't know Pilates that well. I've heard of it, right? And there's yoga, there's weightlifting, there's cardio. So explain what Pilates is. Like, what is you say you do 7 to 10 classes. Explain like one of your classes.
One of my classes. Well, Pilates is resistance training. It's a method of exercise that is very safe. It was actually created to rehabilitate the tanks from the World War I. And it's very safe. It helps clients with injuries, conditions, but it also helps you to stay fit. And it's very safe because it focuses on good alignment, breath, and connecting your mind with your body. So you're always conscious about your movement versus just grabbing a free weight and pull it out. And
Which can ultimately lead to injury.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Awesome. Well, I love your story. You know, you took
Thank
a
you.
risk, 2 years, doing a great job down in La Jolla. Scott Boaman, thanks for teeing this one up. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. If people are looking to buy a house or to refinance their house, they can visit you online, Captain Mortgage.
That's right.
What's the best
Captain Mortgage
website for
USA.
you?
Sure, CaptainMortgageUSA.com.
Captain Mortgage.
That's right.
Good to have you on the show. When are we
Appreciate
getting
it.
Trent Rollins on? The boxer last time.
You
we
know,
had
we're
you on.
lining that up. We're lining
Awesome.
that up. He's definitely in the works.
Enjoyed watching him on social media.
Yeah.
Up and comer,
He's a
a
good
guy
guy.
who's
Great guy.
just
Great
such
guy.
a great guy, but he's a fighter.
Yeah.
You know, I love how much they train. Anyway, Boaman, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Appreciate it. All right. Earlier this week, we were actually out with our co-host Jen Morris, and we were exploring the real estate market. Check out what Jen is going to show you here today. Let's go take a look.